Hey everybody, how's it going? Yes, as you can see, I have finally finished the封印の玉楼 2. If you're not aware, they added a new set of jades to finish off in the watchtower. I'm using all the translations I know for this because I don't know what's the right one, and I am glad I am not a translator, but boy was that a journey. I'm going to step through the parties that I went through, as well as the amount of deaths I had to deal with while going through the封印の玉楼 2. So, if you don't mind, just sit along and listen to my tales of woe here. So, we got the finished board there on the left, and so I've translated all the monsters here on the right. So, let's start off with the one-shot victories. And hopefully... There we go. So here are the one-shots. So we'll start with what I felt like was the easiest. And of course that's Cain. Was able to bring in 2 Noahs, Ascended, and Beelzebub Transcended. And my friend, I used Izumo Transcended. Pretty straightforward. Let's see. Next up on my list is Lu Bu, Tampopo, Merlin, and Eschatology. That also, yeah, not much worries there. Also used Apollo X as a friend there. Maybe a little luxurious using Tampopo there, but hey, I guess I didn't need her for anything else. Judas is next. Always unique with the fact that she has no weak points, but Striker Dorothy worked out really nice. Raph, yeah, Raph has a friend I used there. Taishakuten, a little surprised that was a little easy, but yeah, it was pretty darn straightforward. Armageddon, Idaten, and Gabby Ascended. I actually moved her to the Ascended version there. Used a friend, Kuchulain, to help me out. You know, extra damage, pretty darn strong strike shot as well. And having 2 drop monsters here was pretty cool to use. Next up we got Enmaten here on the bottom. That went by pretty surprisingly easy. I had the image was a little bit more annoying with the flipping of the obstructors, pierce and bounce, but hey, worked out. Amakusa Kai, one of the drop monsters again, Ascended, and Pandora here. And my friend spot was D'Artagnan. Next up we've got Daikoku Kai. We've got Lucy Transcended, Aramis Transcended, and Izanami 0. Friend was a Daki here. Yeah, not too bad. And then we've got Izanagi Kai, Lucy Oreo, and Kamehameha Evolved. I think that might be one of the first times I actually used her, but it actually went... She did her stuff. And friend spot was another Lucy. Why not? Gotta get rid of those drones, right? To flip them to the right color, so they actually heal instead of firing a deadly laser at you. I think there was a few close calls, to be honest, though. In the top spot here, we've got Tsukuyomi Kai, and that one I used Percival Evolved, Royce, and Monet Ascended. A pretty unique team. I think I set this up before GameWith updated their rankings, because when I checked, this was one of the last quests I did, besides, of course, as you saw, Arcadia. They weren't there anymore, so I think I'm lucky I checked that early, because otherwise I might have been out of luck of options, at least from what the list showed. Let's see, Idaten here in the near the bottom left corner. We've got Okita Sogo from which collab was that? I'm sorry, Nanatsu no Taizai, is that right? No, Gintoki. Yeah, I think that's Gintoki. Yeah, he was great as a drop monster, max luck, just to, you know, maybe get some more turtles and hopefully a Divine Charo. Second slot was Oberon in his evolved form. Had to flip him there. That was interesting. And in the third slot we got Shinon, who I got from the last collab. Pretty cool to see her getting some use in this. And the friend spot, oh, Tsukuyomi Kai I used Mana, Idaten I used Beethoven to help out. Of course, Beethoven's really good. Getting those hand spinners down, right? Ashura Kai is next on my list. We've got Yuna, Lucy, Lubu. Again, drop monster, always good to see that. And Nostradamus as a friend slot here. I mean, it is a little bit scary, honestly, with like the windmill blowing you in, but hey, did not die there once. Canaan, bottom left, of course, Kamui Kamui and Kongoyashamyouou. Came in, had pretty good damage output, and of course as a friend slot I used another Kamui, so that was 3 Kamuis. And when you have that many Kamuis for Canaan, yeah, we know it's a walk in the park. Let's see, Devadatta I managed to do in one shot. Beelzebub, Harley, and Kagutsuchi. Always glad to see Kagutsuchi holding his weight somewhere. Friend slot I used Jekyll and Hyde. And as you saw at the start of this video, I managed to do Arcadia in one shot. God knows how I did that, but I mean, Oz, Penglai, of course, solid choices. Suzuran Ascended, I think that might be one of the first times I've used him. Okay, 4 times, but definitely made him into the Ascended form for the first time. Friend slot was Miroku. Miroku's amazing in this stage, yeah. And that is all the one-shot victories. Drop my mic there for a second. Sorry if that sounded really loud. Alright, next we've got the ones. So there's 4 quests that I only died once. Pretty close. We got Kongoyashamyouou here. Sorry, I don't remember the English name, so bear with me there. We got Daki Nezumi Kozo in his evolved form and Montana in her ascended form. I really like the art of the Evo form, but with the buff that came to the ascended form, it actually ended up being more useful. So hopefully she gets a transition. I would really like to see that on Montana. French slot was the Meliodanis from the that's the none as I know 7 Deadly Sins collab, right? I should stop guessing. But he was nice to pull into there. Bishamonten Kai. Unfortunately, I died once there. Thought that would have been a little easier, but Meruem, of course, Meruem's so good. Meruem, Summer Merlin, and another Aramis Transcended. Friend slot was a Snowbow. Yeah. Magmel, another colossal quest. Only died once there. That's great. Arcadia. No. Yeah. And of course the friend slot. Who else than Mana to... That's so good. If I had a Mana. That would be nice to throw in there. Izanami Kai. This was actually the one I was most worried about, because this quest out of all of them on this board is the one that took me the longest to clear for the very first time. And somehow I was able to do it in 1 shot. Or 2 shots. I don't believe it myself, honestly. But actually this is, you know, the fact that I actually got Beethoven on my team. Surely it makes a big difference. For the friend slot, I used another Beethoven as well. So getting 2 Beethovens as well as a Penglai in the mix. Having those command strike shots. So good. Okay, that's it for the ones. Let's take a look at the 2 deaths quests. Brutus there. Yeah, I just got some bad positioning, and I think did I miss a damage wall on this one? I remember it being pretty upset at dying here. but used Agnamut Walpurgis in her Evo form, and still holding strong Spider-Man in his ascended form. Always nice to see that guy making some use. We got Yamato Kai on the left. Yeah, this is pretty exquisite, right? We've got Toyotomi Hideyoshi and 2 Belphegors, and in fact I use a 3rd Belphegor, because why not? If you have that many Belphegors, you have the luxury to use the strike shot early to kill all of the laser barriers. Sure, the first few stages are a bit of pain in the butt because of all those laser barriers, but once they're down, then you can see damage just rack itself up. I mean, hopefully you can hit the weak point with the bump combo. Maybe that's a little bit hard to point around, but that was fun, honestly. Haven't done Bishamonten Kai after the first try because I actually got the right bump combo the first try on Bisha, so... Well, the one I liked anyway. And what's next is Marici Kai. This one actually was the #1 difficult quest that had the lowest pass rate in the revealed ranking by Monster Strike. So I was expecting to die a little more, but guess it wasn't that bad because I had well, I have some pretty hard-hitting Minesweepers. No Harley and Cinderella there. Pretty good. Of course the friend slot was Mana, of course. And okay, so we have 5 spots left. Who's next up? It was Izanami, one of the newer quests. So unfortunately, because this was such a new impossible, didn't really show up in the rankings in terms of pass percentage, but made one substitution. I pulled out Bradley for a Lancelot X because he wasn't being used anywhere, and went pretty smoothly. Moo and Chio, glad to see her getting some solid use here. Friend slot was Jekyll and Hyde. Yep, absolutely. Very strong monster in that quest. Okay, next up was Kushinada Kai. Yeah, just I got some unfortunate situations, I think. I didn't think Kushinada Kai was that hard, so yeah, probably just some bad luck, to be honest. Striker, Cinderella, and Nono for that party, and the friend slot was Lucy. Next we got Acala Kai. I hate this stage so much. I'm surprised that it only took 7 tries before I cleared it. 6 deaths seems a little. Oshino Shinobu, Uri, and Ganesha there to help out with the locks, because I always seem to have trouble with that. Friend's slot was Juliet. Yep, I mean, getting that super null damage roll power up, and I mean, honestly, trying to get that loop hit on Acala Kai, just really hard. A lot of positioning required, making sure you don't mess with them once they're in position, and just being able to shave off all that HP in time. Ugh, not my kind of stage. I don't want to do that again. Alright, so there's 2 left, and the number of deaths start to explode pretty bad. I don't know, I'm kind of embarrassed to pull this number up, but Penglai, yeah, it took me 26 tries. Eventually I cleared it with this party. I really don't have anyone better for Penglai. At least I don't think so in the rankings. So Jiraiya, Yosen, Hansel and Gretel, probably the highest ranked of them all. But yeah, anyone else is still a difficult task. And yeah, doesn't feel like it got any easier over the time. Friend slot was Seshu. She was really nice to help with the clearing off that last stage, but oof, man, that was traumatic. So then you're probably thinking, hey Scott, it took you 26 tries to do Penglai. That means El Dorado, you took even more tries there? And to be honest, I was so frustrated with that quest that I don't even remember how many times it took. I just know it had to have been at least 40 attempts. And I mean, if you don't remember how that stage is, it's, you know, you have the power walls, you have a lot of exploding minions, those little, the bounce obstructors, picking up the mines, hitting up the damage walls, and then hitting the boss. You can do a lot of damage that way, but you miss an obstructor, you don't kill Mosquito in time, you don't kill that sack that's blowing whatever. Just so many early deaths. I don't think I saw the final boss stage that much. Yeah, but the team I finally used to finish this was Takasugi Shinsuke Kuchulain, who I actually had slotted for a different water quest, but because she has so much power, did some swapping there. And Tsukuyomi Kai to help out. Just, I mean, the bash to heal up and to, you know, reliably take out someone. Yeah. And even the attempt where I cleared it, I barely survived. I had like 1,000 HP left. And friend slot was Murasaki Shikibu. But yeah, that is all 25 teams that I used to clear the封印の玉楼. And as you saw, that was all done solo, my friends. Now, I know I could have saved myself some trouble with Penglai and Eldorado, but you know what? I really wanted to do this on my own, just to prove to myself that I could do it. Clearly, you know, there are some stages. Penglai, Eldorado, I am clearly bad at those stages. That's fine. If that's a big if, I decide to do this again, certainly will ask for help, because there's no reason to do this solo every time. But I've proven it to myself, which, you know, gives me a great sense of satisfaction that, hey, I did all 25, and as a free-to-play player, yes, it is possible to do this board number 2 of the Jades on your own. So there's no excuse for those of you out there who are paying money, rolling for those strong monsters, right? Nah, that's not true. I mean, it's sure luck. I'm sure there's a good amount of luck there to make sure that the monsters were there. But, you know, strategizing this, making sure everybody was shuffled around correctly so that I can make sure that the difficult ones had the proper OP monsters, and then deferring the easy ones to drop monsters. Sure, there were some impossible monsters in there, some colossal even, but hey, worked out pretty nicely, I thought. And, you know, having 4 no-nos probably helped a lot. Unfortunately, having 5 Lindsays didn't really help out. 4 strikers helped out, for sure. Surprisingly, Lucy was on the bottom end of the difficulty chain. Really didn't need to use her for the harder ones, but I guess that's not too much of a surprise given how they would want to stifle that. But yeah. Wow, this is a long video. So if you're still here to the end, thank you for listening. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm not sure if I can give advice in general, but yeah, that is, I mean, that's about, I think, 90 attempts total to get 25 clears. Of course, as you can see, the huge majority was during Penglai and Eldorado, but I've basically tapped out all of my stamina mins. So that's a bit of a bummer, but hey, I wanted to finish this as soon as I could. As for who I'm going to use the scroll on, I honestly haven't decided yet. There's no rush to do it, to be honest. So if I use it, I'll be sure to tell you guys. No worries about that. So yeah, I think I rambled on I rambled on for long enough now. So if you're still here, appreciate you listening to the end. Again, don't forget that me and SF have started a Twitter account to help try and give news up to date as soon as possible. That is ENG Monst. And this channel has its own YouTube channel, Twitter account. Ugh. It is ScottNackYT. So please feel free to follow that. And hey, say hi. I'll respond pretty quickly there as well. So thank you for watching. And the collab should be starting soon, or already has started, actually, to be honest. So until next time, bye bye.